Yo everyone, Uchiha here. So welcome back to the channel where, as you can tell by the video title, we're doing a bit of an early take our prediction or speculation on Boruto in 2020. Yeah, I know it's a bit early. I'm recording this in October, so yeah. You'd think I'd do a video like this at the end of the year when we can look back at everything in retrospective. That's the term. But yeah, anyway, just considering the fact that we might only get one additional chapter for the year, if memory serves right, they may take a break in December, so November's chapter might be the last chapter for the year. Might be. I'm not confirming or anything, but there's a good chance, knowing how Weekly Shonen Jump and everything like that goes during the end of the year. So yeah, so I think it's a good time to at least start discussion and start what Boruto and his character and the franchise is going to evolve into where 2020 is concerned. So yeah, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, the usual stuff, drop a like, and let's get into this discussion. Won't keep you guys too long, hopefully. Alright, so, so Boruto in 2020, and it's fair to say, yeah, this video will contain spoilers for the manga, and so for you anime only watchers, yeah, just fair warning. But yeah, with Boruto chapter 39, which came out last week, yeah, it's been a week now for the most part, we've seen them start setting up things for characters like Sarada, Mitsuki, and Boruto and Kawaki to get involved. We're confronting the enemy factions of Kara and, well, you guess you could say eventually Otsutsuki are concerned. They're starting to be put into the spotlight, because with chapter 40 that's coming up, it seems like we're going to get Team 7 plus Kawaki versus Boru of Kara, who's currently protecting the sealed Naruto from being rescued. So there's that. And honestly, when you really take that into consideration, that simply means it's Team 7, Sarada, and other characters like Mitsuki, Boruto, Kawaki, they're definitely going to be taking center stage. The defeat of Naruto and Sasuke to me was like a major turning point in the whole franchise. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Yeah, it was a major turning point in the franchise when you really think about it, because it was, to me, that's like the start of the point where, okay, Naruto and Sasuke have been defeated. They're the end-all be-all strongest persons on earth at the moment, but if they've been defeated, it's time we start pushing other characters like Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki. And for the most part, it has been the Boruto, Kawaki, Naruto and Sasuke show, but with the defeat of those two, Naruto and Sasuke specifically, yes, by Jigen, it is time to push Boruto and all these other characters back, well, into the spotlight where performance, battles, power and techniques are concerned. And this is a good move to actually push the plot forward, especially since the anime more or less gonna have some more probably standalone filler or adapt other material way well into 2020. Pushing the plot forward with what's happened in the manga recently is a good move. Now, with Boruto going into 2020, with all of that considered, it's fair to say that Boruto as a character who at this point has gotten some decent amount of development, I wouldn't say like any drastic character development, but compared to at the start of the whole Boruto era, he's much more tolerable than say, yeah, he's much more tolerable as a character when you really think about it, because at the start he was pretty much a spoiled brat for the most part, who a lot of persons were complaining about and saying that he doesn't understand Naruto and all of that thing. And honestly, he's evolved as a character to be much more tolerable, much more, still not world-breakingly good, but with how things have been set up, I'm expecting Boruto's character in 2020 to go through or reach to the point where persons will start looking at him and saying, okay, cool, I'm seeing the development, I'm seeing the growth, I'm seeing the transition into him becoming a fan favorite character of mine. Like, I'm predicting persons will be saying, yo, I'm kind of behind Boruto. Probably still not to the degree of Naruto, and in terms of how persons could sympathize or empathize with his character in part 1. And even looking at the recent Boruto episodes and the whole nostalgia for me, I could sympathize and empathize with Naruto as a character in part 1. And at this point, I still don't get that from Boruto as a character, but I feel we'll start getting something like that in 2020, because we've moved from the spoiled brat to a tolerable character, and it's time to push that to the next level. Now, Boruto is kind of set up in such a way where it's reminiscent of having a spoiled child in real life for the most part. And honestly, when you really do the comparison, and if the spoiled child in real life goes through the character development that you expect him to go through, you expect him to reach a point where he starts to understand and see what his parents are saying, understand what they're going through, probably coming to some real life, like a real life wake-up call to the difficulties of life, and things don't necessarily revolve around them, stuff like that. And I think that's where it's going, hence why Boruto as a character and how we as fans see him kind of starts on the down low, and then they kind of spiral up from there for the most part. So that's what I'm saying. In 2020, I'm expecting some decent fan reception to Boruto's character evolution, if you ask me, if I could phrase it like that. So there's that. Of course, characters like Mitsuki, Sarada, Kawaki, they'll be pushed into the spotlight so much more than ever before, and it's going to be awesome because, Boruto aside, when you have that dynamic cast of characters you can root for, and you can do versus matches or compare this character to X character, that's always fun. So that's gonna make I think that's gonna make the whole Boruto franchise a bit more, how should I even put it, let's just call it alive for now. So yeah, that's what I think. Of course, we'll be seeing some crazy stuff. I expect well, if Naruto does not, if this isn't the point where Naruto stays sealed until, say, what was referenced in chapter 1 or episode 1, where Kawaki implies that he sealed away Naruto. If Naruto doesn't stay sealed until that time, I get the feeling like he's gonna be able to come back for a bit and then get resealed again, which that would kind of be like repetitive. But the point is, since Boruto and their writers are heavily inspired by Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball, I am expecting Naruto and Sasuke to get kind of minor to mid-major if there's such a term, upgrades, if you get what I mean, because at the end of the day it would seem like they're building up to that Goku, Vegeta, Gohan kind of dynamic. So Goku and Vegeta got upgrades in the whole Android and Cell arc, but at the end of the day, Gohan was the one to really push the envelope and basically ascend to that next level that Goku and Vegeta couldn't reach at the time. So that could be the case that's probably where they're going with Boruto and Kawaki, and we'll probably start seeing a nice amount of that, quote unquote, in 2020. So Boruto as a character, I'm expecting, as I said, probably better fan reception, more dynamic, or better, more about evolution of his character in 2020, to the point where we expect, but predictable but not boring at the same point, involvement with characters like Sarada and Mitsuki, power-ups for like Naruto and Sasuke. At the same time, as I said, they've already said that Boruto as a series won't be as long as, say, Naruto, manga-wise at least. So, say next year this time, I'm expecting the story to be at a decent place. Like, if we probably next year this time, we probably should be getting into the time skip if we don't even get that early on in the year. But I think next year this time would be a decent place for the time skip. Probably by January, February, March, April, May, June, probably like next year summer. I think put some extra chapters in there to kind of seal the deal in terms of stuff we need to, you know, put on paper before we go into the time skip, get us more invested before that time. So there's that. Is there anything else I'm expecting for Boruto in 2020 when I really think about it? I don't know. Drop your comments and let me know what you guys think. What are you expecting for Boruto in 2020? I'm going over Boruto, inclusion of characters, power-ups. Of course, Otsutsuki clan. We need to see more members of the Otsutsuki clan, and I think we'll get that in 2020. If not, probably Toneri will return. We'll probably see a return of his character if he's not dead. But yeah, this has kind of been a rough run through, 10 minutes already, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, Sanjay Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe. As I said, drop a comment, a like or a dislike if you enjoyed or disliked what I had to say for this video. I was just kind of thinking about the whole topic of, you know, going into the next year with this whole series, especially since we might only get one more chapter for the year. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, Sanjay Uchiha, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.